Morality has long been seen as the foundation of human civilization. It guides our sense of justice, fosters trust in communities, and helps us distinguish between right and wrong. Without some form of moral structure, society would descend into chaos. In its ideal form, morality is meant to uplift, protect, and bring out the best in us. But what if this is our greatest downfall? What if morality, designed to unite us, has become a tool to control us? We live in a world where morality dictates our actions, our choices, and even our thoughts. It tells us what is right and what is wrong. But who decided these rules? And more importantly, who benefits from them? From the moment we are born, society teaches us what is good and what is evil. But have you ever stopped to wonder who benefits from this system? Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most radical thinkers in philosophy, argued that morality wasn't about universal truths, it was about control. He called it slave morality, a system designed by the weak to keep the strong in check. Think about it. Societies have always used morality to suppress rebellion, punish non-conformity, and ensure obedience. History is filled with examples. The church once dictated what was moral and condemned those who questioned its authority. Galileo, for instance, was labeled a heretic for simply suggesting that the earth revolved around the sun. Governments have used morality to justify war, oppression, and censorship. Ever heard of the phrase, "for the greater good"? It has been used to rationalize some of history's darkest events. Even today, cancel culture thrives on the weaponization of morality, ostracizing individuals who step outside the accepted moral framework of the time. So, the question is morality really about goodness, or is it about control? Most people believe that being moral leads to happiness, respect, and fulfillment. But does it? Jean-Paul Sartre, the father of existentialism, argued that morality is often a trap. We are conditioned to believe that we should be good, but rarely do we ask if these moral standards align with our true selves. Example: have you ever done something just because it was the right thing to do, but deep inside it felt wrong for you? Have you ever sacrificed your dreams, your desires, or your individuality just to conform to a moral expectation? Think about this. Some of the most groundbreaking figures in history were labeled immoral in their time. Socrates, Galileo, Martin Luther King Jr. all went against the moral norms of their era. And yet, today we celebrate them as heroes. So, is morality really about justice or just about preserving the status quo? Morality doesn't just control behavior, it stifles creativity. Michel Foucault, a philosopher who studied power and social control, believed that morality was one of the greatest tools of oppression. Why? Because it forces people into conformity, and conformity is the enemy of innovation. If morality dictated that challenging the church was wrong, would we have ever had the Renaissance? If morality insisted that challenging authority was evil, would we have ever had the civil rights movement? If morality demanded that men and women stick to their traditional roles, would we have ever seen the rise of trailblazers like Simone de Beauvoir, who challenged gender norms? Progress requires defiance, creativity requires questioning, and morality often stands in the way. So, what if we stopped trying to be moral and started striving for something more? Every day, we are burdened by the weight of should. You should respect authority. You should prioritize duty over desire. You should be selfless, even if it means sacrificing your happiness. But who decides these rules? Albert Camus, the existentialist and absurdist philosopher, argued that life itself is meaningless. So why should we follow arbitrary moral codes? Instead, he suggested that we create our own meaning, rather than live by the values imposed upon us. Imagine a world where morality wasn't a rigid structure but a fluid personal code. Instead of following external rules, what if we crafted our own principles, ones that align with who we truly are? A new way forward morality has shaped civilizations. It has built societies, but it has also imprisoned minds. Nietzsche once said, "You must become who you are." Maybe that means breaking free from morality as we know it. So take a moment to question the morals you follow. Are they truly yours? Or were they handed to you without your consent? Do you think morality is holding us back, or is it essential for society? Let's start a conversation in the comments section.